That's the thing. Do you think that we're attracted to the wrong things, though? I know, like, you know, as you said, you know, the movie was to sort of, you know, let people know that listen, you can be more than what we stereotype
Hmm.
to be. But do you
Hmm.
feel as if, as people, we're attracted to the wrong things? Because you look at some social media posts, you look at some, you know, some posts that are really powerful, got a really strong message behind it, but maybe the
Hmm.
content of the post is not as exciting.
Of
Whereas,
course.
as you mentioned, if you've got someone who's, you know, half naked, or you've got somebody who's maybe playing a prank or whatever, that tends to get a lot more views. Do you think that we're just attracted to the wrong thing, or we just don't take interest in um, what we should be
Um,
taking interest in? I guess.
you know what? I think just like we've been talking about the brainwash sort of thing. I
Yeah.
think we've been programmed now to believe that like sex obviously does sell,
Mm.
and so it sadly the first thing that's out there for men, like men are always sorry to say, men are always hungry. It's just in the character, right?
Yeah.
So you know, if you see a nice bum, it's gonna be like, oh yeah, all right, nice one, lovely. And
Mm.
sadly, women in this day and age are being conditioned to want appreciation or to want
Yeah,
how do I say the likes, the comments that are going to affirmation. That's it.
yeah, they're
Like
like
they want
fiends
that.
for
They
that.
want to
Mm.
feel that. They want to feel. Like, oh my gosh, these guys think I'm nice. Oh my gosh, this, that, and the other. Because since social media has come along, women aren't really getting into these conversations on a daily basis where guys are coming out. Oh yeah, I really like you and you're a beautiful woman and I love this, that, and the other. It's
Mm.
more if you see a girl. Do you know what? If a guy sees a girl on the roadside, he's coming out to her and talking some rough game, saying all sorts of nonsense and
Yeah.
this, that, and the other.
Mm.
Whereas on his Instagram, hey, beautiful, you look really nice. Yeah, I'd love to talk to you and this, that, and the other, and blah, blah. Oh, this sounds like a nice guy. Turns out he's a catfish. But the conversation was nice, you know what I mean? So I feel like there's only a few people, not a few people, but there's only a small percentage this day and age where they would see something and look past it to know that this isn't something worth of my attention and seek out that does deserve the attention.
So would you
Whereas
say
the general, yeah, go on.
like sorry to cut you, like we're kind of
Yeah,
in
go
a
for it.
space where there is no people don't have the time to actually dig in and look into someone's character, so what to say.
Correct. And do you know what? Sometimes I don't blame people because especially on a one-to-one basis, even getting to know a young lady or a young man, you're constantly faced with preconceived notions all the time. You're sitting there and you're thinking to yourself, like a woman must sit there and think if a guy comes to a date with a hoodie on, and he looks a little bit like a shot, he's probably shot. He's probably sleeping with about X amount of girls, and he's probably this, that, and the other, and blah blah. And then the guy's probably looking at the girl and thinking, oh, if she's nice, she might be talking to about who knows how many
Yeah.
guys. She's probably just looking to this is just a meal for her.
Do you know
And
what's
this, that, and the other.
crazy? You know, when you're saying that, right? I've legitly had the thought in my mind, like in life, that if she's too nice and I like her, then more people like me. If you're like me, then you like her too, innit? You know what I mean? And like,
For real.
it's one of them ones
For
where it's
real.
like, can you imagine how many people she's been with them? You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I've legitly had that thought. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's
Bro,
crazy.
it's nuts. It's nuts. And to be honest with you, like I said, I don't blame women for their thought processes where they do sit down and they think, oh, do you know what, this guy is an F boy, or this guy's probably if he looks like this or he's saying these sort of things, he might end up being like this, that, and the other. Because sadly, a lot of guys, and this is the day and age that we're living in, a lot of them aren't growing up with a male role model, and they ain't even seeing anything on the TV. Going back to the main point, to even show them how a man is supposed to treat a woman. So if in our carnal nature, all we know is, yeah, a nice, beautiful woman, we can have sex with her, perfect. When
Yeah.
you actually go on a date, your thought process is,
That's all it
yeah,
is.
this chick is nice. I'm just going to see if I can hit
No,
this.
that's
Yeah.
what it is. So, you know, Kwabna, look, Kwabna's here now, yeah? You know, he's finally made it to the
bless you,
studio.
Kwabby.
Yeah, I mean, let's
Yo,
all clap for
Stephen.
Kwabna, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, yo, Stephen.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's going on as Quabs, man?
All is well, man. Yourself, you good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I've got a question.
Amazing. Yeah.
Do you think it's right for women to like go after a man that has like material things? Because we go for like women that are like aesthetically pleasing on the eye. So do you think that it's right for them to you know, like go with a guy that has like the nice car, the nice crib, all of that. Do you think that they're within their right to do that, or like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Of course, I hear you loud and clear, man.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I think the same way that a guy looks at a woman and thinks, "Oh, you know what? She's nice. Let me get talking to get talking to her." The same way, I think that first interchange is gonna work parallels all the time. A guy's gonna see a girl and think they're nice. A girl's gonna see a guy and think they're nice, and they're gonna talk. Once they've broken that first barrier, then it comes to certain other criteria. And I think for a guy, the other criteria are, what's your mental saying? Like, if it's a good guy, his next question is, okay, cool, you're nice, cool. What's your mentality saying? What? Because we don't then think, what could you financially bring to the table? Or are you ripping? Are you going to be able to come and get me McDonald's on a late night? Tired or something? You're not thinking that. But then a woman, once she's aesthetically looked at you and thought, you know what? He's 6'2", dark chocolate, nice hair, this, that, and the other.
Yeah, you just described me. But go on, carry on, go on.
Go on. Boys are fool.
The next thing she's going to literally say is, okay, so what does he do for a job? What mate? They don't even ask about body count. I don't even think they care anymore. But they're going to start asking all of these aesthetic, material questions. And that doesn't come, like, a man doesn't normally ask those sort of questions of a woman, but a woman will always ask those sort of questions of a man. And to be honest with you, I understand it a bit, because a man is supposed to be a provider in essence. So if the woman is looking for certain aspects to see if she goes with this man, he'll be able to cater for her and the future family coming along, she's not wrong in that thought process. But then if you're judging the man by his current status and not looking towards his potential, then that's when you're wrong.
Yes, you know what I want to say, like, isn't potential almost, you could look at it as unfulfilled promise?
Not really.
Because it's not here, it's potential. You see what I'm saying?
So, but then the thing is, there's a lot of guys who don't even have potential.
True.
There's a lot of guys out there who are just living day by day and just keeping it root. Like, there's some guys who don't have potential, and I understand where you're coming from. I'm not saying a girl should go on a date, sit there, talk to a guy, he looks okay, but then he literally has no he isn't even doing anything to get to the next stage of this, that, and the other, and you're just going to sit there because one day he might wake up. I'm saying if the guy is a humble dude, he's just getting on with his grind, and he has aspirations to be somewhere eventually, and you can see he has conviction and has put things in place to get to the next spot. That's potential. There's that potential, to me, is ideas on the path to realization. That's what I think a true potential is. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's actually something in the ether pushing it to come through, and you can feel it.
All right, so like you would say, like, so the potential is the force that is currently pushing his current state.
Yeah. It's not just he has some ideas, because then if that's the case, he might just spit you a quick 16, and you feel, you know what, he has a potential to be the next. Who's these MCs? I don't even get them.
Spit a sweet 16.
Yeah, you know what I mean? If he just drops a quick freestyle, you'd be like, he has potential, but true potential is this guy is currently doing his masters because he needs to apply that master's thing to his next. Do you know what I mean? To get to the next stop, like, that's potential, bro. I think there's a difference.
So, like, showing action rather than just saying something.
Yeah, because anyone can say something. Yeah. Anyone can say something, bro.
So I guess. Go on.
Yeah, go on. No, go for it, man.
No, I was saying, back to the original question. So I guess that's where men and women are wired different. Like, we like, first of all, we have to find each other physically, like, attractive. And then, like, the next stage is like, so on the man side, it's like, what's your mental, like, what's your state of mind? Like, on the women's side, it's like, most of the time, I won't say for all women, but I'll say most of the time, it's like, so what do you do? Like, what are you working towards?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're correct, man. I get asked that all the time. What do you do for a job?
Yeah.
Are you still living at home? Are you doing this, that, and the other? I don't ever ask any women any of these questions. Like, to be honest with you, I don't even go on dates like that. But when I have been, like, those are the questions I always get asked. Like, I guess it's like a screening. And if I pass those first few hurdles, then we can actually get to know one another.
It's like that's when you can get their number. No, actually, sometimes you'll get their number, but when you try and message them, it's like you'll get like a good reply or something like that. That's it.
Yo, this is Quabs from Views from the East End, and this is your time to have your say about the conversations that we've just had. So if you have anything to say, just comment in the comment section, comment on Twitter and all of our social media outlets.